Before Elon Musk became a name everyone recognized, before the headlines turned him into a symbol, a controversy, or a meme, there was silence, a quiet curiosity. A kid who asked big questions, read everything he could get his hands on, and didn't accept limits set by others. That's where his story begins, not with rockets, electric cars, or brain chips, but with a refusal to settle for the ordinary. Elon was born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971. He wasn't the strongest kid in school, and he wasn't always popular. He was shy and introverted, often lost in his own thoughts. But while other kids were busy playing video games or sports, Elon was reading. Science fiction, physics, philosophy, he absorbed it all. He dreamed not just of adventure, but of solving the kinds of big, complex problems most adults shy away from. Even as a child, Musk showed a remarkable ability to learn on his own. At age 12, he coded and sold a video game called Blastar for $500. Most kids would have considered that a fun accomplishment, but for Elon, it was just the beginning. He had discovered that ideas combined with action could create real impact. Moving to Canada at 17 and later to the US was another turning point. It wasn't only about seeking opportunity, it was about chasing ideas. Musk wanted to be where technology and innovation could flourish. He believed that technology shouldn't just make money, it should change the world. His early ventures reflected this mindset. In 1995, he and his brother Kimball started Zip2, a company that helped newspapers build online city guides. It wasn't glamorous, but it was revolutionary at the time. Eventually, Compaq bought Zip2 for nearly $300 million, giving Musk his first big financial success. But Musk didn't stop there. Next came XCOM, an online payment company, which later became PayPal. PayPal made money transfer across the internet fast, easy, and safe, something that was almost unimaginable in the late 1990s. eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002. Musk, as the largest shareholder, walked away with about $180 million. That's when people started noticing him, not just as a tech entrepreneur, but as someone willing to dream bigger than most. Even with this financial success, Musk's goals were never purely about wealth. Selling a company was just a step toward the next challenge. He wanted to tackle problems that mattered on a global scale: energy, space travel, and the survival of humanity itself. And then came SpaceX. Musk founded it in 2002 with a seemingly impossible goal: reduce the cost of space travel and eventually make life multiplanetary. Critics laughed. Rockets had always been notoriously expensive and failures were common, yet Musk pressed on. Early rockets exploded, many called him reckless. But his approach was methodical: break down problems to their simplest parts, rethink assumptions, and rebuild from the ground up. SpaceX's first successful launch in 2008 wasn't just a business milestone, it was proof that Musk's vision could work. Today, SpaceX is valued at over $150 billion, making it one of the most important private space companies in the world. Its Starship rockets aim for Mars, and its Starlink satellite network provides internet across the globe. At the same time, Musk was taking on another impossible challenge: Tesla. Electric cars existed, but they were slow, expensive, and boring. Musk wanted something radically different: electric vehicles that were fast, desirable, and could compete with the best gas-powered cars. Critics called him crazy. Investors were skeptical. Early Tesla models faced production problems, delays, and quality concerns, yet Musk's determination never wavered. Tesla is now a global brand, the leader in electric cars, and a company valued at over $800 billion at its peak. Musk owns roughly 20% of Tesla, which makes up the majority of his $450 billion net worth today. A large part of his wealth comes from the stock price, which has grown exponentially over the past decade as Tesla reshaped the automotive industry. In simpler terms, Elon didn't just earn money, he created enormous value by transforming entire industries. But wealth is only one side of the story. Musk's life is full of contradictions. He talks about saving the planet yet consumes huge resources. He wants to help humanity, yet his decisions affect thousands of employees and stakeholders. He supports free speech but often clashes with its limits. He isn't a traditional hero or villain, he's a reflection of our complex, fast-moving era. Musk didn't stop with rockets and cars. He launched Neuralink, a company developing brain-computer interfaces, and The Boring Company, focused on underground tunneling to reduce traffic. These ventures sound like science fiction, but Musk insists they're practical solutions to future problems. Brain chips could help treat neurological disorders, and tunnels could revolutionize urban transport. In everything he does, Musk seems unafraid of ridicule. His real fear appears to be irrelevance. Then there's Mars. For Musk, it isn't just a distant planet, it's a survival plan. He believes humanity shouldn't rely on Earth alone. Critics call it a distraction, but Musk calls it a responsibility. This tension between scientific consensus and personal conviction runs through his entire life. The public side of Musk can be chaotic. Tweets, announcements, conflicts, he often bypasses traditional communication channels. Yet even this chaos is consistent, bold, unfiltered, and direct. He demands intensity from himself and others, which inspires some and overwhelms others. Governments pay attention, with contracts, regulations, and debates shaping his influence. Musk moved from entrepreneur to global figure, and with that comes a serious question. Who watches the visionary? What happens when innovation moves faster than ethics? Building his fortune, which today hovers around $450 billion, was never just about luck. It's a combination of high risk, relentless work, and strategic ownership. Here's a simplified breakdown. Zip2 and PayPal, early companies, gave him capital and credibility. These initial successes put Musk on the map financially and gave him the confidence to pursue bolder ideas. Tesla, Musk invested heavily, often using his own money when Tesla was close to bankruptcy. Owning a significant stake in Tesla turned his vision into astronomical wealth as the stock price soared. SpaceX, private funding rounds have valued SpaceX at over $150 billion. Musk owns roughly half the company. Its contracts with NASA and commercial clients bring both revenue and credibility. Other ventures, Neuralink, The Boring Company, and his investments in AI and energy ventures contribute smaller but growing parts of his wealth. Combined, all of these assets create the colossal net worth people talk about. But wealth, Musk insists, is a tool, not the goal. He's repeatedly stated that his focus is on building things that have a lasting impact on humanity. Musk's story makes us reflect. He doesn't demand that we admire or hate him. He challenges us to ask big questions. Are we ready for the future we're building? Can we match the pace of technology with responsibility and ethics? Can humanity rise to the level of its own creations? His life shows that success isn't about playing it safe. It's about curiosity, courage, and the willingness to fail repeatedly in pursuit of something extraordinary. Rockets will keep launching, cars will keep moving, and new technology will keep advancing. Musk reminds us that the question isn't whether progress happens, it's whether we are ready to handle it wisely. Elon Musk's journey from a curious child in Pretoria to one of the richest and most influential people on the planet is a story about ambition, risk, and vision. It's about refusing limits, dreaming bigger than most think possible, and pushing humanity toward new frontiers. And perhaps the most important lesson from Musk's life isn't about money, fame, or even technology. It's about imagination, persistence, and the courage to keep moving forward when everyone else doubts you. This is Elon Musk, not just a billionaire, not just a visionary, but a mirror of our own hopes, fears, and the challenges of the future we are all building together.